character's like relationship to romance? Like, does your character feel those kinds of things? Not whatever.
That is a
What's
good
what's
question.
your what's your stance on love? Do you know what it is?
Honestly, for Brad, I think she's still questioning.
Gross believes in like the all-consuming love of everything. And in terms of like romance and intimacy, there's just nothing behind his eyes. But not that he's too narcissistic to do it. It's just that he won't get wrapped up in anything except death more than that.
Fair.
So to get wrapped up in another person just means like, oh, I'm going to see you die.
All right.
But that being said, as a lover of all things, he you know fucks. But that's
we got to go with that chart of like knows what it is, fucks, doesn't know what it is, doesn't fuck. So, went on the chart.
he's not a poon hound about it. But like, oh, you fuck? Yeah, I fuck.
I mean, so I've been chilling with Grotus, so I've been the literal doll on the ground many times. That has no interest. But, like, the love that, like, he sees between the party, like, the kind of family style love is something that he wishes he could feel.
Aw.
We have like a dysfunctional version of the Jordy Data relationship.
I was just thinking that.
He's carved pretty deep, and he's sure there's no heart. And Grotus said you had to have a heart to love.
Grotus says an animated skeleton can be a hero. So he's on your side.
All right, Maz, I know you're also thinking about other things, but
so for Maz, she knows what love is, and she knows what like a romantic relationship is, because like she remembers her parents. But I don't think she's really like interested in romantic anything. She's just like interested in like close friendships. Cause like Maz has a lot of affection and love that she's capable of giving, but she doesn't really care about the squishy, icky feelings part.
They are squishy and icky, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Cool. All right. So aside from suddenly getting more buff inexplicably between now and last session, does anyone else remember what we got up to last time?
Hell of a protein bar.
Oh, I made a creepy little sketch. Give me 1 second.
Ooh. All right.
So we got further into Moonstone Hall, and things didn't get more legit or friendly. But we did do a little bit more respecting of the old gods, and that got us into a new passage.
Mm-hmm.
having some reverence and stuff for the spirits that were there and got corrupted or something. That helped reveal a way down. And getting down might not have worked out so great because we ran into this.
Right. Yeah, that's currently in the room in front of us. Yep.
Yeah, you don't want that guy. Oh, we did meet a old ghost priest. He was pretty cool. Grotus remembers that.
We did.
Oh, yeah.
And here is the lovely art of him, Ulfadar. Nice. Pretty good representation there. Sweet, sweet.
The Rating these games always has crazy names. Nobody's ever just named Steve.
There you go. I gotta run a whole fantasy campaign, and everyone is just the most just generic names ever.
So I can't remember anybody's names.
And then Jordan said to Clint, "Truly, it is
I would
time for
remember.
Rachel's reign to end."
Why do you guys think I never remember the people we meet?
I mean, that's what they did with Final Fantasy 16, right? Main character's name was Clive.
So bad. So Ultadar filled us in the idea that these moonstone diadems use special moon pools to look into recorded knowledge. So we find these moonstone infused diadems, we drop them in the pool, see a little movie play out, probably. We found out about we found some scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
We got one called Favorable Review, level 4. Make someone say nice stuff about you.
We did
Another
indeed.
one, Pyrotechnics.
We're gonna abuse that.
Turn fire to fireworks or to choking smoke. And another one's Spell Immunity. Gives somebody temporary immunity to a spell type.
Indeed. Yeah, so you guys did finally get through that upper floor, came down here to the basement. Or kind of more the main floor, the interior floor of the temple where the priests and whatnot would do their things. Ulfadar did mention to you all that if you do go through and clean out these Zolgaths that have been mucking up the sanctity of this place, that he does have a moonstone diadem on his head, and he would be willing to let you use the pools for any knowledge that you can look into. What are the what? Or was that not to us?
Oh, wait, but I got it moved and I wiped every single one of the leaves on this one down.
Oh no, he's not talking to us.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. There I started at the base and I worked my
I'm
way
pretty
out.
sure he's talking to my sister.
Sorry.
That makes more sense. You're good.
I didn't realize I wasn't on push to talk. I apologize.
No, you're good. You're
We enjoyed that.
good.
I've been getting high on rubbing alcohol, rubbing it all over this plant for the past half hour.
All fun.
Good time.
All right. So, so we had just, we had that library. We got some interesting kind of historical information about, the Moonstone and Aeroden. Like, there was some information about Aeroden that we found out about, like, the towers with the orbs, and how those came to be. They were actually all under the earth, or under the, not the earth, but I can't remember what the heck Pathfinder planet's called.
Galarian.
Oh, Galarian's a planet. Okay, because I know it's, what is it? It's Toril and 5e or something, right? Is that one? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, under Galarian. So yeah, all of these orbs used to be underneath Galarian, and Aeroden raised them all up to the surface, except for one, which he left down there to sustain the, well, Zolgaths and whatnot that lived down there beneath. So it's, they may not be too happy about that, it seems, having all these life-giving orbs, well, stolen from them in a way, by this former god eons ago. So here we are now. And we had just walked into this room here where we had seen a few of these moonstone pools. And there is a Zolgath who seems to be kind of poring over them, trying to figure out how they work. There's also another one of these large lizardy creatures. You haven't seen one like this one before, but they kind of remind you of some of the other large lizardy creatures that Honker knows so well from his previous escapades with them. And then a strange kind of dark demon-y guy as well, hanging out with the Zolgath. And the little demon-y guy had just taken a notice of you all over here on the stairs, and I can't see, did we roll initiative right at the end of last time, or I don't think we did.
I don't think so. I think we cut right before.
I think
That's
we
usually the best
did.
place to do it.
I think we did. Yeah. All right, so everybody go ahead and roll initiative up, and we'll get into the business here. All right. Nice. All right. Well, it looks like Maz, you are at the top of the order.
That seems silly and horribly irresponsible.
The gods are fickle.
That's life.
All right. Oh wait, you guys can see the stuff in the room there, right? Pretty sure I made them not invisible.
I see the big one, but
Okay.
that might just because of where I'm standing.
Okay, yeah, okay, then they're visible. You guys just don't have the best angle for all of them. Okay, cool. So yeah, Maz.
I move into the room.
It's a nice room. A lot of shiny rock everywhere. Whole thing.
Oh, fuck yeah. She is going to try and set this fiend on fire.
All right, blast him. Oof.
Maybe one more time.
Okay. Ah.
How did an 18 not hit?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Good thing we leveled up.
Yeah, good thing we leveled up. All right. That's all three of those, which brings us to our little fiend friend that you were trying to zip zap here. Let's see. So this little demon guy, he's kind of floating in the air here. And he comes over in your direction here, Maz. And makes a strike at you. He has a little spear. And he tries to give you a poke. Which hits.
Oof, ow, my sides.
Oof, ow, your sides indeed. And he tries to poke you with it again. Critically missing. Only one poke this time.
See sucks.
Grotus!
Oof, ow, my kidneys.
Time to crack some skulls. Shorty! and he's gonna tumble into there. And he's going to drop into stumbling stance, and then he's going to do a flurry with a free feint to make him fuck up.
Cool.
So first the deception check for the feint.
All right. Yeah, that succeeds.
Brilliant. He is now flat-footed. So I'll add the modifier thingy.
Sweet. Sounds good.
If it reappears to me. Oh my god. Fantasy Grounds gets all over itself with Windows too fast.
It does do that sometimes.
I wish they would have some like Snap 2 shit or something.
Yeah, the window creep is real.
Or like keep my actions on a tab at the bottom. Don't make them part of a tab in a window that I have to keep switching tabs and windows to get to. I should stop.
Yeah, yeah. All right, that's a hit.
Brilliant.
Boom.
Should be 8 damage.
I will modify that accordingly.
Trying to make sure it stayed flat-footed.
Yep. All right. Feel free to further flurry away.
Okay.
Oof.
Well, at least we made a mark. That's my turn.
Okie doke. All right, Braz.
All right. I am going to move into the room here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to craft an alchemist fire, and I am going to chuck it at the big boy there.
All right. All right. While it misses, it does still do the splash damage in the area there. Actually, whereabouts did you chuck that? Because I guess depending on the splash damage, I could probably hit both of them.
I threw it directly at the big dude.
Directly at the big one. Okay, sure. All right, so we'll go ahead and do the splash on that, which was like what?
Oh, I rolled it.
You rolled it? Oh, you did.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Honker.
I will come in with the ever useful Inspire Courage on everyone. There we go.
All right. Honker rolls through, blasting sick jams.
And then I will move up and use my chill touch.
Okay. All right. It succeeds on its save against that. So go ahead and roll whatever still is rolled.
I think that's half damage.
I think so, yeah. Yep. Okay.
That did not have it.
Oh, that did not.
Apologize about that.
Oh, you're good.
But that'll be my turn.
All good. All good. Let me fix that here. That should be... There we go. Okay. Which brings us to the big guy. So this is in character, you guys have no idea what this is, but it's a Stegosaurus. And it heads in your direction, Braz.
Shit.
Since you were the one chucking shit at it. And you're going to... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. His turn is next. It's the other ones first. My bad. The Zulgath. The Zulgath... Let's see. It points at you, Honker. And you hear it utter something in some sort of tongue you do not understand. And you make a fortitude save. Let's see what we got.
Is that a spell?
It is a... It looks like it's an ability. It has... It doesn't say a spell.
Is it auditory or visual effect, I guess would be a better...
Oh, it would be auditory. It's condemning you in its language.
Okay. I will say... What's the worst joke we can come up with here? I can understand you. Perhaps you should learn common or go back to wherever you came from.
Ooh.
And attempt to use a reaction to do a counter performance.
Ooh, okay. Is that just like another fortitude roll or something that does, or performance check to?
I get to roll a performance check and use that for the saving throw.
Oh shit! Cool. Okay, go ahead and roll that up.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Or the other one, whichever is the better result.
All right. Well, that one is better, and that would pass with that performance check. So in that case, it would not do anything to you. All right. So it casts this condemnation upon you, and you manage to bounce it off of you like schoolyard low-level insults. And the Zulgath, let's see.
Honker really do be like, I am rubber, you are glue.
That's the phrase I was trying to remember what the fuck it was. I was like, something glue, what's the other fucking half? Ah! Thank you.
We should bring that back.
Thank you.
That and take a hike.
Take a hike. Man, I haven't heard that in a long time. All right. Let's see. So this moves up to kind of be up right next to this Stegosaurus here. And it tries to throw a javelin at Honker instead. Misses, kind of clinks against the pearly opalescent floor behind you and hits the little stairs. All right, the Stegosaurus. So the Stegosaurus, it kind of rears up its head and lets out this kind of dinosaur cry, or whatever they sound like. And it tramples towards you, Braz. And at the end of its trampling, it kind of swipes at you with its tail as it comes to a halt in front of you. Oops. Supposed to roll a reflex save on you. Okay, so you successfully save. So you don't get... Let's see. Okay, so you only take half damage from the strike because you saved against the swipe. So Let's see if it just does half. Okay, it didn't do half. I will fix that damage on you. That should have only done 7 then. Alright, fixed. Alright. And then for one last attack with its front feet, it kind of rears up a little bit and tries to do a kind of a stomp on you. You are fairly small compared to it, and so it's trying to do the old smusheroo. And misses. You deftly dodge out of the way of its cylindrical feet. Alright. Scorch gets to do a thing. What's Scorch doing?
Oh, Scorch did not like that they tried to trample me, so he's gonna try to bite him.
Alright, so we'll get him up in here. Alright. Let's see if I'll go ahead and roll that then for Scorch. Oh, misses. Stegosaurus manages.
He was just too angry.
He was. Alright, top of the order. Maz still making up for last week where you kept being at the bottom. What you doing?
I posted important content in Discord channel.
Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't even remember what they did for those sounds in here. Let's see.
You're welcome.
These are so good. I could just hear. I could hear the Foley artist just at work on these. Oh my god! Excellent. All right, Maz. What are you doing?
I'm swiping at the jerk poking me with his pokey stick.
All right, show him who's boss.
Why did that roll speed?
That wasn't a roll. That's just saying that it's your turn and that's your move speed. All right, you swing your hoop at this guy and miss. He kind of floats upward a little bit and lets out a little cackle. Oof! Yet more misses. He taunts you. No.
Okay, get them out of the way now.
Yeah. This guy is just kind of dancing around your hoop swings, letting out little cackles, and kind of poking his spear in your direction mockingly as you keep missing him here.
Maz is just like, stop being a jerk and let me kill you.
All right, the Stegosaurus here. It decides to try to take some swipes at Scorch here.
I will end you.
Oh no. Oh no. Whew. Alright, swipes at Scorch with its tail.
I just noticed, unless it's different on your end, we still have this Scorch level up when we do.
Oh, yeah, he should.
Because he's still on level 3.
Oh, he should. Let me see. So I set him up differently. Let me see. Where can I? Let me see if I change his level. Let's see if that automatically updates stuff with him. Anything else? No. Okay, let me look up what his HP should be. Hold on. Score here. Let's see. Wolf. HP. Level. Pathfinder 2E.
The solution is that his new HP is 1000 due to DM negligence.
I concur.
Let's see. Let's see. What kind of HP level is like everybody else at? Let's see. 80. Yeah, 70-ish. Okay, he'll say he has. Let's change that. And let's change his attacks a little bit. If it lets me. Okay. I don't see where I can change this right now. Oh, can I edit this here? No. Oh, wait, no, I should be able to drop this. Excuse me.
That's
Nope, that doesn't work. I'll have to look up how to modify that. But for now, I modify his HP. But I'll figure out how to modify his other stuff. But yeah, smacks Scorch. Scorch gets knocked back a little ways from this, kind of right into the front of you, Honker, from this tail slap. And the animal once again kind of rears back a bit, and it like runs pretty much through over the whole group of you into this hallway. Everybody, well, I should be able to do this automatically. So target, Maz, Honker, Braz, Reflex. Okay, so Honker, half damage. Maz, no damage. Critical success. Nice. Braz, failure.
Stepped right on me.
Stepped right on you. Alright. Just to make sure this does this properly. Okay, so 14. So Braz takes 14. So that puts you to 21. Honker takes 7. And Maz takes nothing. You dodged. So good. Okay. Alright. That brings us to this little pokey guy. And it, kind of continues laughing, regarding all the misses that you had last turn here. And it kind of rears back with its spear here and tries to take a particularly nasty strike at you. And let's see. All All right, it hits. So as it hits you here, he kind of digs in a bit and you can see this kind of nasty grin on its face as it twists its spear, trying to inflict some additional damage here. And you feel kind of ill from this, Maz. You're sickened from this strike, and he kind of yanks his spear roughly back out, and you have this kind of nasty gaping wound from this strike. Which brings us to Braz.
Okay. Well, that doesn't sit well with me that he just skewered my sister. I'm gonna come on over here and smack him with my club.
Oof. Oh, 5 and a
Son
5.
of a bitch.
Damn. All right. Scorch is up. What's Scorch doing?
Well, Scorch will go after that same guy I just did.
Same guy. Okay. All right. And even though it's not programmed in there yet, I'm going to add a little bit of additional to his hits. Let's see. So that would, we'll say it adds an additional 2. So that should hit then. I gotta figure out how to adjust this. Okay, so that hits. And that should deal additional damage because of its pack attack. It does an extra 1d6 because all his friends are here. So let's roll that. Unfortunately, only an additional 1 damage from that d6. Let me just add that in there. All right. Honker.
Okay, I'll use an action to keep the Inspire Courage up.
Okay.
On everybody. And I would argue that we could consider Grotus's fist a weapon. Yeah?
Yeah, they're a weapon. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I will turn to the Stegosaurus and I will say, I hope you packed a lunch because this is going to take all day. Grotus is going to beat you up for trying to hurt me. And I'll cast Implement of Destruction on Grotus's hands.
Ooh.
That sounds terrifying.
All right, what does this do?
Okay, so the Stegosaurus guy does a will save.
Will save. Okay, let me get that rolled here.
I got you.
You got me? Okay. It fails.
Okay. So on just a failure, this will be kind of nasty. Grotus will do, his weapon will do an additional 2d6 persistent damage to the enemy.
Holy shit.
On a
That's
crit,
awesome.
they're doomed 1 as long as they take that damage.
Oh my god. I feel like Grotus is probably pretty stoked about this.
His fists are just pulsating with creepy, dark energy, and they're laughing.
That's awesome. All right. So, Grotus is buffed.
Yep, that's it. That's my turn.
That's it. Okay. All right. So...
Oh, I'll redo that.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So, the Zolgath over here It once again tries to do these demonic condemnations. First on to Honker. All right. Do you want to do your performance thing again on that?
No,
That's only a one thing. Okay.
Point.
That's focus point. Okay. All right. So with that, you are frightened and enfeebled by that. And then it also tries to, well, it moves up here closer to you. And you can see on one hand, it's got this kind of interesting gauntlet on. It's got these like spikes on it. And it swipes at you with this gauntleted hand. And it hits. Dealing a bit of damage to you there. In addition to this, as this Zolgath comes up on you all, Honker, we have already established you can't smell things, and so that doesn't apply to you. But Scorch and Braz, we've got Stank, Zolgath Stank coming in. Let's see. So Braz, roll a Fortitude save for me. And then let me get Scorch up here. Okay, so Braz, you're good. You resist the stink.
Have you smelled me? Nothing bothers me because I stink.
All right, and then Scorch. Let's see. Scorch, unfortunately, has a wolf nose, and is a little more susceptible to the stank, and kind of immediately starts making doggy barf noises in reaction to this. Grotus, you got some Fists of Doom.
Here they come. Oh, first the feint.
Okay. Okay, and that was. Should we roll that, guys? All right, that succeeds.
Okay, then he's getting smacked all flat-footed.
And if I remember, so the way that works, the extra stuff only comes into play against the Stegosaurus. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just Mr. Stegosaurus that I did it against.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so that does still hit. All right. So the persistent wouldn't come into play.
Yeah, you'd remove that.
Okay, so in that case. Okay, so we'd move that down to where's the fiend? There it is. Okay, so we take off that additional bit. So that puts it back down to there we go. Okay. All right, successful
Second
strike.
one of the flurry.
Mm-hmm. Also hit.
Right.
Very nice. Sweet. All right.
And for funsies, I get a third one.
Ah.
I think that's just going to be it for my turn. Even though I think I still have an action left. I don't have much. Forgot what I should be doing with it because now that I can do deceptions as a free thing.
Yeah.
I don't need to use a whole action on that.
Okay. I mean, are you able to just do like an unarmed strike or something like on its own?
I already did 3 unarmed strikes.
Oh, I mean, if it's
Because 2 of them, the first 2 are in the flurry of blows.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you still have a third action, then you can, it'd be with like the third attack penalty, I think. But
I mean, roll another third attack.
you might as well. I mean, if you have another action, you might as well. It's still potential damage. Yeah, still it missed, but hey, if it does hit, then that's still some smack. So, all right. Maz is not at the top of the order this time. It's this little demon guy we've all been punching the shit out of. Let's see. Ooh, okay. So I guess this should have come into play with these strikes here. Okay, so with strikes against this guy, which he's a babao. When he's successfully hit with a strike, he excretes a gout of acidic blood-like slime against the attacker, and so you have to do a reflex save. And okay, so from those, so with the two,
that seems like a serious medical condition.
it kind of does. So with the two, so I should have been doing this before, but yeah, roll me 2 reflex saves, Grotus, for the strikes that smacked him, and then we'll see.
I'm a master at those.
Fantastic.
Okay, so we have two successes. So you only take 1d6 acid damage per. So let me roll 1d6. So 1 and 1. It worked out for you. Okay, so 2 damage to you, Grotus. Let me just put that in here. All right, so you got splashed a little bit. You got a little goo on your hands.
How do
but
I not have evasion?
Well, a little goo on your hands from the pounding you've done this guy. But all right. So he. Let's see. Oh, and does this?
You're pounding dudes and getting goo on your hands.
Only if you're doing it right.
Okay. All right, so that does not. Okay, this other thing I'm looking at doesn't come into play quite yet. All right, so it makes a couple of strikes here. It for its attacks, it does 1. Oops. Deselect you. All right, it does a strike with the spear against Grotus. Ooh.
Oh no.
Big stabbins. Ooh, big stabbins. Ooh-wee. And then it does another strike.
Can I impose a hero point to make somebody else reroll? Isn't that part of a hero point system?
Is it? I have no idea. Let me check and see.
I don't think so. I might be making that up.
Hero point usage. Let me double check. What all can we do with hero points in Pathfinder? All right, so hero points. You can to re-roll a check, but yeah, it looks like that's just.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, you can spend them on behalf of like a familiar or animal companion, so Scorch, for example, but you can't do them on behalf of other enemy creatures. So
that's okay.
Yeah, makes sense. All right,
About
so
a quarter of my health. That's fine.
Yeah. All right, so second attack at Maz. And then last attack at Braz. A miss. All right, Grotus.
He's good. Keep beating him down. Again, he stumbles at him aggressively. Masterfully, it stumbles aggressively.
Very nice. Yeah, that is.
That was beautiful.
I don't think there's any chance he's. Oh yeah, he rolled a 1. Nope. Very deceived. Oh. Oh, man.
Let's spend a hero point on that one.
Okay. Oh.
What?
What?
It looked like it was hitting it. Oh well.
Yeah, that was like on the edge of a 20 there. Rip Peroni. All right, Braz.
Well, I saw a third one here.
Oh, you still have a third one. Oops, my bad. Okay, go ahead and roll.
And then I'm going to do the deception again, but not the fast one. This one takes an action, so that way my third attack
is
and
also
final action will be flat-footed against a flat-footed enemy.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead and do that then. Still good. All right, flat-footed.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right, that's me.
One of those turns. All right, Braz.
I'm just gonna keep wailing on this guy with my club.
Get him.
It'd be really great if I'd quit getting misses.
It would. It really would.
Time to change the dice color.
Definitely a change dice color moment there. All right. So, Stegosaurus back here. It moves forward a little bit here. And then tries to swipe its tail at Grotus. Misses. And then tries to swipe... Well, no, tries to stomp its feet at Maz. Oh, that should have been against Maz. Hold on. Let me redo that. There we go. Okay. Versus Maz's. Misses. And that is its turn. Honker.
Honker will turn to the smaller looking demon creature there.
This is Olgath.
Yeah, Solgath, that's what it is. And I'll say, your mama's so fat that last time she went to take a bath, it flooded an entire plane of existence. And used my Dirge of Doom.
Ooh, yeah. All right. And is there a roll it has to do for that Dirge of Doom, or is it?
No, that's all enemies are frightened.
What's the radius on that?
30 feet.
Oh, shit. Okay, so all three of them. All right, so they are all frightened.
Stegosaurus really took that your mama joke very personally.
It really did.
That's one action. I will also do the Inspire Courage.
Okay.
I believe that the rest of you can do this without me trying hard at all. So drop that on everybody. And I guess I will attempt to smack this one right by me with the juggling club.
You got it. Ah, dang.
All right, that'll be my turn then.
All right. Maz. Let's see. So you are still sickened from the nasty stab that guy did on you. Which let me double check the sickened condition. Okay, you can't willingly eat anything right now. You can spend an action to kind of attempt to recover from feeling, nauseous, basically. Otherwise, you have a -1 to your stuff right now. So yeah, you can take one action to retch and try to get that out of your system, if you wish.
Maz, I'll go ahead and spend the action.
Okay. All right. Roll a fortitude save for your retching. Sweet. All right. You successfully retch the sickness out of you. You no longer have a -1 penalty to your stuff. Do what you got to do. Ugh. Oh, man.
That's all, folks.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it still doing the... Oh, hold on. It's still doing... That second one should have... I think it looks like it's still doing the -1. Hold on. Where is that coming from? Yeah, that second one should have. There shouldn't be a -1 on there, it looks like. Go ahead and roll the damage on that one. All right. Let me apply that. Oh, it already did. Okay. All right. That thing's looking pretty rough. It's still being a little shit, but you guys have beaten it up quite a bit. All right. Zolgath. Braz. Scorch. Oh wait, no, that doesn't apply because you're not entering it. You're just in it. Okay, so that doesn't go every turn. All right, so Zolgath here. It tries to swipe at you, Honker, with this spiked gauntlet it's got on the one hand. So its right hand swipes at you and hits. And then it kind of swipes back in the other direction with its other hand, its other claw, which doesn't have a spiked gauntlet on it, but hits. And then for its last action here, goes in for a chomp, misses. All right, Scorch is sickened from the stank. It can try to use it can use this action to try to get rid of that, or we can have it try to attack. Or whatever you want.
No, let's try to get rid of the
Okay.
attack.
All right. So Scorch is gonna do doggy puking noises. Fortitude save on that 15. That is good enough. Scorch gets rid of its sickness, which brings us to the big guy. Actually, let me hold on. All three, they're all frightened from that doom thing. Let me double check those rolls on Honker attacks. Let's see. Honker. Okay, your AC is 23.
It applied.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, you can see in their attacks like effects -1.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Never mind. That did apply. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that did. All right. So big animal here tries to do a couple stompies. Oop, there we go. Critical miss. Still a miss. Mods dodging back and forth between these big stegosaurus feet. Another critical miss. Goblins, dodgy little fuckers.
Yeah, we are.
Braz, you're up.
All right. Here we go.
Ah.
No.
Hey, there we go.
Finally.
All right. All right.
I got one in at least.
You got one in at least. All right. Which brings us to the Zolgath again. And this reroll of the order. All right. It points at you, Braz, and utters something that sounds mean in its tongue that you do not understand.
Rude to point.
But you critically succeed with your backhanded rude to point comment, and nothing happens to you from that. All right. And let's see. With its remaining actions here, it's going to try to do some more swipes at Honker here. That shouldn't have hit. Isn't your AC 23? It's 23 is your AC. A 22 shouldn't have hit, right?
Oh, I frightened myself.
Oh. All right, so that one is not a hit. Yeah, you shouldn't be frightened from your own, well, unless it was just really that bad. Joke's so bad you scare yourself. Okay, that one would not have hit then. All right, Grotus.
It's Grotus in time. This red guy's been on the board too long.
He has been.
And he will be deceived. He will die outside the light of the truth.
All right, success. Pip-powdy pow. All right.
Max damage.
Max damage crit. Very nice. All right, you lay into this little demon fucker here. I guess he's not that little. He's a medium fiend. He just acts like one. He's a little shit, and he is punched out of existence. Bam, splat. I appreciate that the blood splat is like in the direction from Grotus. Just delete it.
Second one whirls around at the huge animal.
That's a hit. Ooh, all right. We got this psychic business, I think, comes into play. Which was what? It was what, 2d6s that should be from the whatever it was, curse thing that got put on it.
Should I roll 2d6s?
Yeah, go ahead and roll 2d6s for that extra psychic, whatever it was supposed to be. 8.
Psychic persistent damage.
Psychic
The idea
persistent.
is this stacks.
It stacks too? Holy fuck.
Well, it doesn't say it doesn't, so that means it does, right? On a hit, it takes the persistent damage.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That would make sense.
It's a level 4 spell slot. I mean, it's got the.
Yeah, it's gonna have some heft. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good. That's real good. All right.
And another deception on the big dumb beast, and then third strike.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get that applied. Alright. This guy is not very smart in that department. Yeah. You're good.
I didn't hit the flat-footed thing, so but he...
Let me check. Let's see. So that's a 20. This thing's AC is... no, that was just a -1. That would have been a 22. So that was just barely not quite enough.
Alright. That's my turn.
Okie dokie. Honker.
Let me double check. So I'll continue. I'll turn to the Stegosaurus and I'll say, your mom lays eggshells so thin that governments break them apart and sell them to underprivileged people as a drug because they crack. And it's such a bad joke that they're all frightened again.
Oh, man.
Wow. Honker is just like really being cruel tonight.
Yeah. Make sure you don't frighten yourself.
I'm still frightened. Yeah, I can't take that one off.
Oh.
Myself for some reason.
Here.
That's
That's from...
That's from another thing.
That's right. That is from... that's from the condemnation from the other one. Okay, that's right.
And then, just like last time, I'll keep up the inspire courage on everybody.
Okay.
Because my jokes are so inspiring. And then I'll try and hit this guy in the forehead with a juggling club.
So should that raise all these to frightened 2?
No, it's just a frightened 1, and it only lasts for 1 round. So me doing it again, it's just me maintaining, basically.
Maintaining the frightened. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Ooh,
city.
Critical. Nice. All right.
That'll be my turn.
A solid bonk with the juggling club. All right. Maz. You still alive up there?
Yeah.
You sound barely.
I'll attack the biggie one.
All right. Stegosaurus smackaroo. You guys fighting behind me? What are you doing? That's a hit. That's last. Nice. All right. You swing your hoop around, get a nice slice into the scales of this creature here. Oh, and back on the critical misses the second time around. But at least you got one. All right, Scorch. Not sickened. We got rid of that last time. We just doing an attack?
Yeah, on the medium humanoid.
All right, on Zolgath. Let's go. All right, and that's... Let me double check what its AC is. Okay, yeah, that would not have hit even with the adjustments for its level. Okay. All right, Scorch gave it his best. Honker at the top of the order.
I'll keep the dirge and the inspire courage up, and
You got
like last time, try 1 bonk in the face.
It's a hit. Minimum damage, but it's a hit. Alright, Scorch, second up. Let's see.
Same thing.
Same thing. Critical with a 1. We're seeing a lot of 1s tonight. Jeez. Alright, Maz, third up.
Just gonna do the same as last.
You got it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's a hit. Ah. Ah. At least we're starting to get some hits. God damn. Alright, Grotus. With the buff fists of doom.
Making it happen. But first, you will be flat-footed.
I don't know if you're supposed to roll crafting for that one.
Fair enough.
I craft your demise. All right, let's see. All right, all good. Flatfoot ahoy. All right, that's a hit. Okay, and then so if we have the persistence, so it's like 2 instances of the 2d6. Yeah. Okay. So we'd have the ones from last time, and then
2 new ones?
Yeah, and then go ahead and roll 2 new ones.
I am, but
Oh
I'm not
man,
sure. Okay.
yeah, that's gonna be real nice. Okay, so 40 feet, and that puts us up to the. Okay. All right.
Next one.
Okay. Oh, I miss.
Alright. Another deception, and then the third strike.
Okay. Definitely deceived there. Ooh, yeah.
Hey!
Let's go.
Max damage.
So, if it's per hit, so would this one have the previous 2 persistence and then also this additional one?
That's the.
That seems like that's
That's
how that would
how I
work.
get it. Like here's.
That
how
seems
it
like that's how
reads.
that would work.
It reads: You solemnly declare target weapon will bring death to a foe, implanting an irrational fear of the weapon into the enemy. It echoes at the forefront of their mind, and it's based on, or the effect is based on the will save. If they crit success, they're unaffected, and then if they succeed, it says it deals an additional 2d6 mental damage the first time it hits before the end of the spell's duration. If they fail, it says it deals an additional 2d6 persistent mental damage. It says the target weapon deals that damage.
Yeah,
And
that
then
makes
it
sense.
says if it's critically hit, they're doomed. And then it just doubles for a crit fail, or I can heighten it. The way I feel, that's stacks. Like persistent burning damage,
Yeah, that stacks.
Stacks.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That, I mean, like I said, it's a level 4 spell, so it's gonna have some oomph. Makes sense. Damn, that is really great, especially on a monk with all the smacks they can put out. That's real good. All right. So this Stegosaurus here has been taking some beatings. It is not happy, and you see it kind of rear back and let out a or whatever those sounds were in that Jurassic Park video, and it tramples through the party. So Haas, Raz, Scorch, Conquer, Grotus. Reflex saves across the board. Let's see what we got here. All right, Scorch, half damage. Braz, half damage. Honker, half damage. Maz, once again, no damage. You're really good at dodging the Stegosaurus stuff, Maz. And
I am an expert.
that's true, you are. And Grotus. Okay, so half damage across the board except for Maz. So let's see, that'd be the feet damage. Alright, if that did do something to Maz, I will fix that. Okay, that should not have done anything to Maz. Let me fix that here. Back down to... Okay, and then everybody else... Oh, that didn't do the half damage to anyone else either. Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. Oh, boy. Okay, so let me go through this list here. Honker should have just been back down to 6. Okay, Scorch should be nothing. Grotus should be... Where the fuck did Grotus go? There he is. And Braz. Okay. Fixed. There we go. Alright, so tramples through everybody. And then swings around at the end of its trampling with a tail strike on Braz in particular. Oof. And kind of knocking Braz into Grotus. Braz.
Well, now he done pissed me off. So... I am going to craft an alchemist fire and throw it at him.
I think you still have an extra one from last time.
No, I didn't craft another one.
Well, I mean, doesn't it make 2 each time now?
It's only on specific ones.
Oh, only specific ones. Okay, got it. Okay.
But I am going to use my third action to craft another one.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so the splash damage then...
I don't think you get splash on a critical miss.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think critical miss is just nothing. Okay. True.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure.
Oopsies. That should not have gone all the way around the board there. Hold on. Should have been the Zolgath's turn while you're checking that.
Yep, it doesn't get it on the critical miss.
Doesn't get it on the critical miss. Okay, gotcha. All right. Zolgath with it is throwing out the condemnations across the board this time. So for its 3 actions, it tries to condemn Maz, Braz, Grotus. Fortitudes. Maz succeeds, nothing. And Braz succeeds, nothing. Grotus, though, is frightened and enfeebled.
I don't believe that for a second. Nothing frightens Grotus.
The fuck you call me?
Alright. Alright, that is that thing's turn. Scorch. We just having him bite ahoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever's closest.
You got it. That is a hit. And let's see. So this should be... Let me roll an additional... Okay, so 11, and then there's an additional 1d6 because it's pack tactics, and you are all his friends for 12. Apply that here. All right. Roz, picking yourself up from this tail smack.
All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and throw that second bomb I have.
Oh.
Yes.
Goddamn.
Okay, well, that doesn't seem to be working, so guess we'll just run back up to it and smack at it with my club.
You got it.
Probably not the smartest idea, but
It's a hit, though.
it pissed me off.
And max damage. All righty. Very cool. All right, so Maz.
There's a cat on me.
Oh no. I believe it. What will you do with this cat on you? A smackaroo, but not so much. The misses continue. Goddamn. Oh. Ooh, critical. There we go. Oh, minimum damage.
Are you fucking kidding me?
God fucking damn it.
Why won't you die?
I suppose I can't use a hero point to re-roll damage, can I?
What's that? Hold on. No, it's just for the check, and the attack damage roll isn't a check. That's okay. You still hit. You still got some damage into it.
And that's all I got.
That's all you got.
I probably will have to get off soon because
I know. I plan on doing our little break once these guys are dead, and they almost are. So, Braz.
Smack away.
It's a hit. Oh. Ah. Maz, luckily at the top of the order. It's a hit. Nice, nice. This thing is not looking good. Another hit. Will it be enough? It is! The Stegosaurus lolls over to the ground. Oh boy, that's a big splat. Alright. You got one action left. Feel free to check it at our remaining enemy. Oh. Couldn't finish off both in one go. Alright. Our remaining Zolgath here kind of lets out this scream of anger as this Stegosaurus goes down. And it swipes. Oops, let's take off that one there. Alright, and it swipes with its gauntlet at Honker here several times. Ooh. Missing on the last one. Honker.
You're hurting me. It's not nice.
It is not.
I'll keep up my Dirge of Doom, and then I'll do a chill touch on him.
Okay. Alright, it does succeed, but go ahead and roll, I believe, the half. Ooh, even with the half damage, still. Alright, that is enough. Bam. Alright, and we are now alone in the opalescent Moonstone Pool Cavern here. And with that, we're going to go do our little quick break here for whatever you got to do, or in the case of Maz, step off to go snooze since you got work in the morning. And then we'll be back to finish up a little bit afterwards, and then we'll call it good. But do what you got to do. We'll be back in like 10 minutes-ish.
Sounds good.
out. Cool. So with that would be 4d8 of healing, because that's a crit success.
Cool.
And that is also a crit success, so 4d8 of healing on that one as well, Grotus, whoever that's going to. Nice. Alright, so I know, see, so you said yours was for Honker, right, Braz?
Yes.
Okay.
Looks like Maz needs
Yeah, Maz needs some
heals
too.
As a note, while I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
Maz always ends up having to go to bed early.
Mm-hmm.
And we could, I mean, I'm open a little earlier on Fridays, just saying.
I would be too.
Yeah, I'm just here. Yeah, we could certainly do that and scoot it up to 6 instead of 7.
Talk to her, maybe, because I feel bad she's not able to join in on half of this stuff sometimes, you know?
Yeah, because she works at like 4 in the morning on
Yeah,
Saturdays.
totally get it.
But yeah, I mean, if everyone's around, we can certainly scoot it up to 6 instead of 7. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I will let her know. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Cool. All right. Let's see. So that was 19. Let's see, 2 Maz. 19. Oops. That's not what. Okay. Anyone else doing any other? I guess Maz can do medicine as well. I'll do some for her since I'm sure she's going to bed. Let's see. Medicine check. Well, that would not do anything. Oof. Dang. All right. In terms of what you are finding around in here, the spear that the little demon guy had seems of interest, as well as this gauntlet that the Zolgath had on. You also see, upon examining the body of the Stegosaurus, there are, it obviously has its kind of like plates along its back that you'd usually see, but you notice that some of these are not natural plates. It looks like somebody had basically stabbed chunks of obsidian into this Stegosaurus to make it look more menacing. But you figure you could probably take them and probably sell them for something. Some chunks of obsidian there. There's also a fair number of chunks of moonstone that had gotten like busted off of the walls and floor in here from the Stegosaurus stomping around, which you also figure could be worth something. You also find a note in a pocket of the Zolgath here. Let's see, does anybody read Draconic?
Oh, I think I might, but I could be wrong. I do!
Nice. Okay, so, alright, so here is the note you find that Braz is able to read. Mighty Shrashek, I humbly regret that I have not yet unraveled the secrets of the moonstone pools in the temple. I agree the knowledge they contain could elevate you among your peers, and I am working diligently with the diadem you provided. The occult phrases below should help draw the pool's power, if pronounced with sufficient care. If they do not function, I will need more time to explore the site and examine other relics. The diadem your rival Ushinsal destroyed with her tampering is no use, and there seems to be no way to wrest the diadem that the peevish ghost wears from his head. I will, of course, bring you more victims. Your god demands sacrifice. Let their flesh empower your rituals. Sincerely, Dusklight.
No.
Oh, whoa.
Indeed. And you also notice, in addition to this note, it mentions like these occult phrases below. And there's like a bunch of other like phrases kind of scribbled around the margins of this note. If anybody wants to do an occultism check on those phrases, you can certainly do so. All right, Honker, you take a look at these. all these phrases are just absolute bullshit. Like, they aren't any words of power or anything at all. They're just gibberish. Just clearly meant to waste the time of whoever was trying to use them.
Guys, I'm pretty confident these are just a bunch more jokes for me.
Wonderful.
All right, so you pocket that little interesting piece of evidence. Let me see. I will put that. Can I put this in the party sheet? Let's see. That's a good question. No. All right. Well, I'll drop that down here so I have it. As for the stuff, let me put the other things in the party sheet. Because those two weapons in particular may be of interest to some people. Here we go.
We have so much stuff in the party sheet.
There is a lot of stuff in the party sheet. So the chunks of obsidian and the moonstone pieces are in there, but the two weapons, if you want to look at those, there is the Deep Dread Claw, which is the spear that the little demon guy had. And the Pantograph Gauntlet is the other one. So what those are, the Pantograph Gauntlet is a heavy fist-like weight on an extendable frame that attaches to your outer arm with a series of straps. It has a set of mechanical linkages connected at various hinges that allow movements to propagate across the frame. So basically, it makes it so it mirrors your motion and actions when you punch with your fist, and so you can land blows up to 10 feet away with like a punch. So basically, you have like an extendo punch on the end of your fist, and you can punch at 10-foot range if you have this gauntlet on, which could be useful. And then the Deep Dread Claw, it is a long spear. So you are able to, it functions as a +1 striking spear, but if you are in darkness or dim light, it becomes a +2 greater striking spear. You can upgrade its fundamental runes, but it'll always be one type worse when you're in bright light. You can attack things up to 10 feet away because it's a spear. And in addition to its little bonuses in terms of darkness, it has an action that allows you to cast a 4th level darkness spell, and you will be able to see within it just fine. So, yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty sure I know who the Pantograph Gauntlet's going on, but I'm not sure who wants the spear.
If nobody else is going to speak up, I'd take the spear because fun stuff happens in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
Sure thing.
And all I've got is fucking juggling clubs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you probably should have something a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm going to try to... I think there are some ones in here, but I'm going to try to throw a few little better things around in here, because I know some of you guys have had basically the same base weapons. And I feel like I got... Especially after playing like Baldur's Gate and stuff, and just like the ridiculous amount of like magic items that you find everywhere. Just like, man, I gotta be better about like cool
remembering to use this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, you know, like
I'm losing fights and I'm so low on spell slots, and then I have like a fucking library of scrolls and potions, and I could just switch to a different amulet and have Scorching Ray right now.
Yeah. Or I mean, just like in terms of like the weapons, because like I mean, I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody's weapons are like the same fucking weapons we've had. And,
Oh
you know,
my
and you're getting,
God.
like, new fancy swords and things and whatnot in, like, Baldur's Gate, like, every fucking time you turn around. And I'm just like, you know what? I gotta be better about that, because there's a lot of cool items. And so here we go. Here's a couple to get us started.
So I got 10-foot accordion punches.
Yeah, but that's basically, yeah. Like, if you think of one of those accordion fists, you got one of those strapped on your fist now.
Tell me the command word is Go-Go Grotus.
It can be.
It can be.
It says it's activated by the movements of your body. That won't stop them.
Oh, boy. All right. So, yeah, other than the goodies off of those here, there are, of course, the Moonstone pools here, which, they certainly have a lot of power to them, but at least from what what Ulthadar has said, you weren't able to use them quite yet. At least also from this note, can't really use them without a diadem, but he's got one, and it sounds like he's willing to give it to you if you help him out around this place. So take note of here, because we may be back later on. But otherwise, there is a doorway to the south, and there's also a doorway to the east, kind of back up the little short flight of stairs leading into this cave on the eastern end.
Let's check out this one to the south first.
All right, one to the south.
Minions, open the door to the south.
All right, the little minions trot over him.
1,000 little hop, 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 hop.
I imagine they all got honking clown shoes. Like, they're all clowns. Like, all of them. And it's just more like each one is a little more like warped than the last, because I imagine one woke up and then I like designated them to paint the next ones,
All right. So in this room, the rugs in this room are very badly scorched, and the walls are painted with blood and other things in the shape of various jagged runes. There is a dead Zolgath lying near one of the walls with their throat torn out. If somebody wants to do either an Arcana or Religion check in terms of what this room was for, you may do so. All right. So, Braz, you kind of take a look at these runes. While you're not entirely certain exactly what they are, like the way that they're arranged and things, this seems to have been used for some sort of summoning ritual, likely demon summoning, and from the burn marks and the Zolgath, it seems that perhaps this Zolgath was trying to summon something and it went badly for them and did not work, and now they are dead. You do find, though, while the Zolgath, aside from his throat being torn out, is pretty badly burned, as well as most of the stuff he's wearing. In one hand, he is gripping a pretty decently sized ruby, which assumedly was likely used for the ritual, but seems to be in decent enough condition that you could probably sell it for something.
Wonderful.
I will chuck that ruby in the party sheet. And there's another door to the west in this room.
Let's go through it.
All right. This leads into another little hallway. To the south, you see the hallway goes a short ways and then goes into some kind of room. You've seen this room before. Across that room to the south is like the kind of crossways hallway where you initially encountered Ulthadar when you came down to this floor. But I don't think you guys have ever gone into this this central room here with the wooden floor there. And then there is another door to the west as well. Yeah, that's right. You guys have never gone to that central room there. That's right. We just went around the edge because we went to the library first.
I'll poke in that central room.
All right. So, this seems to be kind of a central room for either, dining or gathering, something of that sort. There are faded tapestries adorning all of the walls, and there are 2 oak tables with a few chairs around them. The floorboards here appear to be, some kind of polished wood, but they're warped in a few places from time. It doesn't seem like it's really been in use at all by the Zulgath occupiers here. You kind of get a faint whiff of their stench that's just kind of everywhere down here. But it doesn't seem seems like they just kind of pass through this area and don't really use it. There is a small door in the northwest corner of the refectory here. And then, the hallway to the south leads back towards that initial cross hallway. The hallway to the east leads to the cross hallway just north of the library. And then, of course, the hallway back to the north where we just came from.
Go open this door over here on the west.
Okay. Alright, you open this small door and you find yourself in what appears to be a kitchen. A large stone fireplace occupies the northwestern corner, and there's some remnants of charred wood and ash in the hearth beneath an old cast iron cauldron. There are a dozen pans and skillets dangling from various hooks. The kitchen in general is, pretty clean. Does not seem to really have been in use at all by the Zulgaths. You do notice that, there's a few racks that look like they were, knife racks, and the knives are gone. So it seems like those probably got stolen. But otherwise, it doesn't look like this has been in use at all recently. There is a small door to the south and also a small door to the southwest out of the kitchen here.
To the south.
To the south. All right. This appears to be a small pantry. Most of the dried goods that once stocked here have crumbled to dust over time, and there's a few withered bundles of very desiccated herbs and glass jars that look like they're just kind of filled with gray sludge at this point on wooden shelves built into the wall. To the south, there seems to be a door to the south. You don't recall seeing any out in the hallway on the other side, but from this side in the pantry, it seems pretty obvious that there's kind of a hidden door opening into that other hall. Like directly between those boxes and the shelves on the southern wall.
Well, I guess, and we already explored that hall down there a little bit, right?
You had not gone to the west of the like if I open that door. So this hallway, the branch to the west, you had not gone down and checked out that direction because we met Ulthadar in the intersection, and then immediately went east to the library. But this just kind of puts you back out there. It's just a hidden door here, it seems.
Poke around to the west here.
Okay. All right. This room appears to have been wine storage. The room very strongly smells of spilled wine. There are puddles of wine at various places around the floor amid smashed bottles. It seems at some point there was a bit of a drinking binge that happened in here. And any wine that was worth anything or worth drinking seems to have been consumed. There are a couple of bottles that are still not smashed, but from looking at them, they look like they may be spoiled. Roll a perception check.
Is this to check spoilage?
This is like if you're checking around like in the room.
Oh yeah, definitely looking for skunky ass wine.
Okay. All right, so you guys are looking around the room in here, and you find while there's only a couple of bottles left that aren't smashed, and they, at least from examining the cork, it does not seem to have held, and so these appear to be spoiled. But there is one bottle that has a small, well, it's actually not a bottle. Behind one of the bottles, you find a small vial with a potion in it of quickness. A potion that gives you the effect of haste for a minute upon drinking it. And that is in the party sheet as well.
You like those?
Indeed. But there do not appear to be any other exits out of this room aside from the one you came in. So yeah, places you have not been. There's the door that Honker's right outside of, and then the western hall to the south, and then there's also kind of the eastern wing of this place, kind of back up to the east of where Maz and Scorch are hanging out, that we have not been to yet either.
Let's finish raiding the pantries.
Okay. All right. Little dudes open the door here. So this room appears to have been a reliquary at some point. There's deep recesses in the wall, kind of at even intervals all around the edges. And although most of them are empty, above every single one is a brass plaque, kind of labeling what was here. You find that there's splintered wood, broken glass, prayer beads, some dried bones, and other debris that are kind of heaped in piles around here. From examining the plaques, it seems to describe a collection of sacred relics, including things like holy oils, blessed scrolls, lintels from long-gone temples, skulls of famous erudite saints, and more. And they all have either been ransacked or destroyed. Looking at some of the stuff on the floor here, it looks like some of this junk on the floor may have once been relics, but they have been smashed. But anything of value, it seems, has been picked clean by either the Zolgaths or... Actually, I think you guys... I'm pretty sure you guys actually found a list of relics on the previous floor, if I recall, that Mistress Dusklight had dropped. So she was probably also involved in raiding some of this stuff. But it is all gone. There's a doorway to the north and a doorway to the west.
To the north.
To the north. All right. So you open the door to the north, and on the other side of the door, you see a dead Zolgath on the ground, and he appears to be wrapped around his neck, and also in one hand, he appears to be holding some items, which, just from the look of them and like the erudite nature of them, seem like they may have been some of the relics from the previous room. You're not sure how they died, but
Grotus knows.
Grotus knows.
That's not a way to go, man. That's not how you tempt death. That's the weak man's way. I'm sorry, it's embarrassing. I'll make it look like it didn't happen.
All right, so the two things that you find on him is, so around his neck is a stole.
A belt.
It's a stole. It might as well be used for that. But it is a kind of ornate silk embroidered stole with script of some kind in golden thread embroidered upon it, but none of you can read it. It's an ancient script. When you put it on, you feel almost...
Who says I'm putting on the scarf that just strangled a guy?
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, no, he's putting anything on. But it's a very nice looking scarf. And then the other one appears to be an oil of some kind. It's kind of luminescent a little bit in its container. And the container is engraved with various erudite holy symbols. But both of these things you'd probably
holy
need.
Oil and a strangler scarf. I will try it on. You know, keep the knives ready. You know,
keep the knives ready. All right.
I'm gonna keep my pants on too. I'm not going out like this guy.
All right. So the stole, it does not strangle you. But you feel when you wear it, you feel almost like noble. And to your other party members that are looking at you, it imparts an appearance of nobility upon you. Like you look very grandiose with this draped on your shoulders.
Stolston.
But as to the exact benefits it could provide, you're not entirely sure, but it does make you feel real cool.
Shit, yeah. Fuck yeah, it does. I am cool.
But those are... Let's see. They should be in the party sheet. The Saint's Balm is the one of them. And then the Stole of Civility is the other one. But they are not identified at the moment. In here, aside from the dead Zolgath, there are tapestries on the east and west walls of this room. And both of these tapestries are in actually pretty nice condition, considering the rest of the temple. There's a bit of kind of fragrance in the air from some elegant silver sconces that are in the room's four corners. And there's a large engraving of a winged eye on the northern wall above a stone shelf that is piled high with half-melted candles. Let's see. The as you guys are kind of like looking around the room in here, from the eye, you see let me see if there's a picture of this. There's not. You see kind of emerge out of the eye to the north. It appears to be some kind of elemental of earth that almost kind of unfolds out of the winged eye on the wall. And it kind of begins moving in your direction, and you kind of wonder if this is what did the Zolgath in here. But as it approaches you, Ulthadar kind of appears out of the room, out of the thin air next to you all, and he says something in a language that you don't understand to this elemental, and it halts and turns and then kind of folds back into nothingness inside of this eye. And kind of Ulthadar turns to you all and says, "This was our room of meditation. This stone mauler we kept here to protect it from anyone who would enter that was not an Erudite priest, but since you are here to assist, I will turn him away from you for now."
You better.
Yeah, don't make me turn your friend into a sand elemental.
All right.
So, what's the stole do, Ulfredar? Why do I look so fancy?
Sure. So Ulthadar kind of looks you over here with this and says, "Ah, it seems some of the relics have still survived and not been stolen. That is the stole of civility. And when worn, it will allow you to better interact with your fellow men. You feel more diplomatic when speaking with your fellow men, granting you a bit of advantage in that."
All right, fun
I'll
stuff.
identify that for you there. Did you ask him about the balm as well, or just the stole?
Yeah, I'll ask him, is this stuff any good? He's got kick to it.
All right. So he looks over this and says, "Ah, this balm of saints. The paste in this is made from the powdered bones of a saint long ago, mixed with herbs and blessed by our priests. If you apply this balm to yourself or to another, it will restore some health to you."
All right, so drink some bone juice and get better. Okay.
Well, you don't need to imbibe it. You simply need to
Slam
smear
it all
it.
down at once. Got it.
So yeah, when that if you apply the Saint's Balm to yourself or others, it will restore 3d8 plus 10 hit points.
Cool. All right.
And then the exact definition with the Stole of Civility is, when draped over the shoulders, you get a +2 item bonus to diplomacy checks to make an impression with humans or make a request of humans, and a +2 item bonus to intimidation checks against humans. And wearing it also grants you full understanding of the Aslanti language.
Oh, you know, racist.
I think I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it on Hawker. Make him look special. Make him look extra cool.
I love it.
Like if it probably drag behind Honker like a train, and the little like minions could like carry it.
That is
Honker
really...
immediately starts like spouting in Aslant, which I assume sounds like German for some reason.
Sounds like that kid song from Cabaret.
Let's see. All right. right. So yeah. So while you're wearing that honker, to others you appear a very noble little poppet. Don't let it go to your head.
So I guess we still got that southern hallway to clear out. I go, Ulfredar's here, man. Tell us anything else. What else we need to do? We got to cleanse the rest of these pods for you before you let us use the pool. You got the diadem. We know we need that.
The invaders that yet lurk here. There are some in. Let's see here. There are some in our crypt to the northwest. And there are some in the southeast in the High Priest quarters. He does also warn you, while they are not an invader that you need to vanquish, be wary of the northeastern room, as there is a dangerous item there that we sealed away for good reason, and we have a construct set there to protect it from ever being removed. So be wary of that chamber.
Can I persuade you to tell me more about this super dangerous thing? Because you said anything that'd be useful, we should be using. So I'm thinking if it's useful, we should use it.
We like stealing things.
No, we keep dangerous and important things safe from these stealers and thieves by putting them in the anti-thief bag. Right, Honk?
Roll me a diplomacy.
I mean, we haven't fucked you around yet, have we, Bam?
I would, I contribute to that. Can I aid? Can I be primary and he aid?
Yeah.
I mean, with that diplomacy roll, you're good as it is. But,
okay.
So Ulfadar tells you that a few years before Aroden died, the priests of the Moonstone Hall obtained a dangerous item called the Grail of Twisted Desires, and they wished to put it in a safer place than among the other items in the reliquary. And so we sealed it within the room to the northeast, under the guardianship of a clay golem, which is fashioned in the form of Aroden. But this Grail of Twisted Desires is... Let's see, where is it here? It is a chalice that is able to fill itself with wine upon command. However, it has a tendency to have some quite ill effects upon the imbibers of the wine within the chalice. There are some times it can do good, but there is always the chance that it may unleash untold nightmares upon the imbiber of the wine. So, for the safety of the priests here and, well, those around, we sealed it away. I mean, you are welcome to challenge and take it if you wish, but, be warned. It is not an item to be trifled with.
Oh, I'm not going to trifle with it. I'm going to drink the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I knew as soon as we mentioned it was a self-filling chalice of magical wine.
Drain whatever ocean in the astral plane supplies this piece of shit before I die. I swear to God, I will.
Oh boy.
Untold nightmares. Put me at the front of the line, please. All right, Honker, pal, we're shit faced for life. This is gangbusters. Gang, we gotta make a detour.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Right. Well, it sounds like thing in the northeast is definitely worth taking a swing for. The thing in the northwest probably be some more Goonies, and then the southeast was the High Priest chambers. That's probably where our goofiest Goonies will be, and we'll save them for last.
Yep.
So if I was a goofiest Goonie, I'd be hanging out in the High Priest chambers, right? Keep all the raffle out of there.
All right.
You never find the chief dickhead hanging out in the pantry. You know, he's in the High Priest chambers.
All right. So where are we heading?
I guess we'll figure out. I guess we'd sort out these northwest motherfuckers first, and then we'll get our chalice, and then we'll go High Priesting.
Okay. All right. So the door to the west. So you guys, you leave the meditation room, and Ulthadar again kind of disappears into the ether, and you open the door to the west. And so there is a long hallway heading north to south here. Directly north of you is another door. And then to the west, the wall here appears to be collapsed inwards. And you can see beyond it there is a kind of a large natural cavern, it looks like. And then there is also another door to the far south end of the hall, which goes into... from at least from your exploration of the place, it appears to connect to that other southern hall where you initially came into, but you haven't opened the door down there, so you're not sure what's in that southwestern room, and Ulthadar didn't mention anything in particular about it, but...
Let's go north.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so...
Dead body boxes.
Dead body boxes, indeed. So in here, the double doors here lead to a large open crypt. Directly behind the doors, like it opens onto a little balcony. And then there's a small flight of stairs that goes down to the left here. The stone railing on the balcony is broken. It looks like it's been knocked onto the floor below. There are metal slabs that protrude a few inches above the floor, each bearing like a life-size representation of a priest. The slabs, you already know this is a crypt from what Ulthadar has described to you, but that these are covering graves is pretty obvious as to you. And 3 of the lids have been torn away and reveal shallow pits within them. In addition, in here, there are a couple of Zulgaths. There is a... Let me put them on the map here. There we go. All right. So the ones that have been pulled open here, on the western wall, it appears to be the most recent one, as the metal slab is currently harnessed to another one of these large lizardly creatures. You don't know what it is, but it is a Triceratops. But this Triceratops has been harnessed to these metal lids and seems to be being used to pull them open, assumedly to try to loot for any goodies. There are 2 Zulgaths kind of back against the western wall that seem to be been kind of assisting in the process. And then there is another Zolgath kind of up by the front of the Triceratops that looks to be dressed in kind of more robe-like attire than the other Zolgaths on the western wall, but seems to be kind of directing this Triceratops a bit. But they all are alerted to your presence basically immediately upon opening the door here, as you interrupt their crypt looting process. And we will pick it up there next time. I'll get everybody scooted over in here. There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright, let me just double check real quick. Did you... Okay, you do have the gauntlet, and Honker's got the spear, I believe. I think. Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you got the Direct Claw. Sweet.
Yeah, I grabbed it.
Sweet. All right, cool. All right, well, we will pick it up there with these Zolgaths in the crypt next time. And, yeah, I'll make sure to talk to Riz about scooting us up to 6, so she can stick around a little longer.
Cool. Hey, man. Thanks for running.
Yeah.
Good gaming for sure.
We'll see you guys next time. Actually, when is the next time? Hold on, let me look at the calendar. You know, I'm not doing anything likely because I never do anything, but let's see. 27th. Okay, yeah, that's not any sort of anything. Cool. 27th it is then. We will see you then.
Alrighty, folks. Night all. Good gaming.
Bye.
Good night.
All right. Well, if anyone's out there watching, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. And let me take a looky real quick if there's anybody we can go raid. Let's see. Oh, Ren's on. Raid. Here will Birdie Ren. Playing Atomic Crops. Sounds like a farming game, I'm guessing, but nuclear something is involved somehow, I guess. Sounds interesting. Let's go say hi. Bye.